Happening now, conflicting reports this noon about whether the Coast Guard is suspending its search for the two missing Tequesta teens. We've also learned the family is about to make a statement on this search. News Channel 5's Brian Inton is live in the neighborhood where both of these boys live. Brian, describe to us what's happening there now.
Holly, a lot of activity. First of all, we are getting conflicting reports about whether or not the search is going to be called off. AP sources, the Associated Press, saying they have information that the search will be called off. But I just got off the phone with the Coast Guard, and they say 100% this search is not being called off right now. They say what the Associated Press is reporting and what other local affiliates here are reporting is incorrect. Take a look behind me, though, because there is a lot of activity. The U.S. Coast Guard just showed up here. Con, let's zoom in and show them. While we've been live, you see them walking in right now along with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission and a ton of Tequesta police. It was quiet when we first got out here this morning, but over the last hour, we've seen more family members show up, more friends show up, and now the U.S. Coast Guard just showing up and going inside the house of one of these missing boys. We know the families are together right now. Difficult to imagine, really difficult to imagine what these families must be going through. Every time a new tip comes in, like last night when a tourist spotted something off the coast of Tybee Island, Georgia, it sends the families, it sends social media into a tizzy. The Coast Guard sent out helicopters to investigate last night, but found nothing after that tip. Austin and Perry, of course, have been missing since Friday when they went boating in rough weather. Today, a renewed effort by the family, we've noticed, to get private planes involved in the search, but they are also warning private pilots not to interfere with the ongoing Coast Guard searches. That can be a real problem. Also, vigils from Stewart to Pompano Beach happening last night, and there are more planned right now, along with a big fundraiser planned for tonight here in Jupiter. But again, developing over the last 3 minutes, the U.S. Coast Guard just pulling into the driveway of the family's home along with FWC and Tequesta police. This after conflicting reports over the last hour, the AP, the Associated Press, reporting that the search is called off. But again, what we are learning from the U.S. Coast Guard is that this search is not being called off right now. Hopefully we'll have updated information after this Coast Guard meeting with the family in a couple of minutes. We'll have an update if we hear anything out here. We're also, by the way, hearing that the family is supposed to speak sometime this afternoon. Live in Tequesta, I'm Brian Inton, WPTV News Channel 5.